Good morning, everybody. This is Captain Tom of Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures, and we're so glad that you tuned in today. This is going to be episode number 3, and what we're going to do today is we're going to be using Capt, and I'm going to be editing the film footage I have that I shot down in Matagorda last week before we had to come back because of a failure for the cutlass bearing to be replaced. Did a lot of things from vignette number 2, showed you a bunch of equipment that we got, and for this shot here, we're going to put together several days worth of shooting to let you people know what's going on with the Captain Tom Sailing Adventures. So, bear with us, hang in there, hopefully the film quality will go up. You know, we're definitely on the amateur side of things here. And Miss Linda and I are pretty much non-techie, but we're gonna get better. Anyway, so stay tuned. We'll try to make this as exciting as we can, and we'll be seeing you real soon. Captain Tom, bye-bye. Yeah, here we go. We're coming out into the side yard of the house here, and we're fixing to unload my SUV here. We've stockpiled a bunch of equipment in there. Yeah, hey, here we are again. Wow, I don't know how that edit just worked out, but we'll see as we go along. As you can see, Miss Linda's car is pretty well full now of all the gear we're taking down to Matagorda, and we're fixing to shove off from the house here in just a few minutes. What can we say? This is unscripted, man. Unprofessional, but the real deal. Anyway, there's Miss Linda right there. Hey, Linda, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, this is my beautiful wife, Linda. And like Sean Penn said at the Oscars, man, she tolerates me. Anyway, we'll be giving you more of this a little bit later. Bye-bye. Yeah, so here we are down in Matagorda, Texas. Yes, sirree. Down at Matagorda Harbors. Miss Linda and I just pulled up. This is a nice marina, man. We're right over here. Colorado River Lock's over here a couple of miles. And if you look over there, you can see the bridge over to the beach over there at Matagorda. Got a really nice facility here. Got all kinds of, like, the dock master and the harbor master are all here. And then they have a nice little RV park over here. And our boat, the Handsome Sailor, is down at the end of this dock here. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be loading all the equipment onto the buggy here for our first trip out. Took us about 6 hours to get here from Lampasas, Texas. Weather was good. It's humid, really humid down here right now. Okay, so here we are. We got 2 buggies worth of gear down here at the end of the dock. And now what you people out there in Captain Tom Sailing Adventure Land have been wondering is, what's the name of the boat? Down below here, yeah, looking good. This is classic classic bad television right here, everybody. This is definitely, there's Miss Linda. Wave at the camera, honey. There she is. She's in a much better mood now that she has her house open. Got all sails up in there. Water. Bahamian license plates. Oh my God. We got all kinds of baskets with food in them. Man, this looks like one of the other sailing channels, where you have 13.2 volts in our battery bank. Oh my God, that's really good. Man, I'm excited about that. And the best thing, oh my gosh, this is truly thrilling news. And I've seen a lot of the other channels and everything, and people get excited about weird stuff. There they are. I couldn't find my car keys to my 1984 Corvette that I rebuilt, or my house, or my boat, and they were hanging up on a hook here on the boat. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Okay. Yeah, here we are. It's about 1800 on our day back here at Matagorda. And this is a happy time. Miss Linda is starting some sous vide chicken and dumplings, or whatever brand it is, and getting a banana, getting started in our galley here. We're really glad to be here. We took a nap. We were pretty tired when we got down here, and then we've been loading all of our gear onto the boat, and it's pretty crowded, down here, down below, until we figure out exactly where we're going to want everything. How you doing there, honey? You doing okay? It looks like it's boiling. Yep. So we're really happy to be here, and we're going to eat some supper. Watch all the other guys with no wild game to cook tonight, but that will change. Hi everybody, Captain Tom here along with Miss Linda, and we just finished our supper. I had chicken and dumplings, and it's been I'm following it with a what do you call those bars?
A kind.
A kind bar, yeah, man. It's like dark chocolate and cherries and all kinds of good stuff.
Nuts, almonds.
Yeah. And Linda had an Elvis Presley special sandwich for dinner. She had
peanut butter and bananas.
Peanut butter and bananas. Check it out, man. Did you have milk?
Ice cold milk.
Ice cold milk. Oh my God. Hey, let me tell you, it doesn't get any better than this. So we are going to hunker down for the night. There's about a 15-knot breeze blowing, and there's no marsh nearby, so that there's not going to be any mosquitoes tonight, which is very good for the Texas coast. And we're both pretty tired, and I've got a stay sail up in the forecastle that I need to restuff into a sail bag, so Linda will have plenty of room up in the forecastle. But we're back. The boat's fine. Only had 6 gallons of water in the bilge, probably from leaks around the interior of the mast. We had a little rain squall. The packing is not leaking at all, so we're very pleased with that. Found my car keys. Man, that was huge. All the systems are working. You see all these other, mega yachts, that cost, I think one of them cost $229,000, and they have problems with their diesel water heater and stuff like that. And all we have here is cold water and buckets to take a bath with, which is okay. We're roughing it here. This is more like a camp out than a Prevost. Those Prevost, those great big Prevost Class A's.
Yeah.
A lot of the yachts we see in the sailing channels look like Prevost Class A's, man. And this looks like a canned ham on wheels, man. This is this is small time. Miss Linda and I are hopelessly small time, but we're very happy. This is the beginning of the greatest adventure of my life. So Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures is on the way, and I've got a couple of crew people that are out there that are coming in pretty soon. And tomorrow I'm going to film us changing out the cutlass bearing underwater in zero visibility water. This can be done, and if it works, if I pull it off, I'm going to save at least $1,000. Hey, the money counts. Anyway, this is Captain Tom. So glad that you're still here checking us out. Hope my editing worked out okay, and we'll see you next episode. Bye-bye. Say bye, Linda.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, good morning, everybody. This is Captain Tom of Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures, and today it's definitely going to be an adventure. Let me see today what I got to do. That's the new cutlass bearing right there, and I've got the 2 collets taped together on this practice shaft that I'm going to have to get on down below on the shaft down below. We did the final call to the Marine rescue outfit. They can't. The Brazos River is up at the Brazos River locks, which are 40 miles from here, and they're not willing to pull us through damaged. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to put this thing on underwater here. I've seen it done in the Azore Islands, and it can be done, but it's this is not easy. One thing that a lot of you folks probably don't realize is I'm 70 years old, so this is not like when I was 35, man. Miss Linda's going to be the topside crew, and we've got a hookah, compressor, and a regulator, and then we'll go on down. And the first thing we got to check is see if the set screws can be undone on the cutlass bearing. If they can't be undone underwater with an Allen wrench, then the whole situation has to go on hold for maybe as much as a month, because we got to let the Brazos River come down so the Marine Rescue Outfit can get us over into the shipyard at Freeport, Texas, which is 40 miles from here. There's no haul-outs facilities here. And so when I said it was always an adventure here, I wasn't BSing you guys. This is an adventure, all right. And this is what, this is part of what makes it hard, but it makes it good. If I can pull this off, I'll be totally astonished. I built the tool. We're going to give it the old try, and you're going to hear about it. So that's all for right now. Captain Tom, on the Handsome Sailor, down here at Matagorda, Texas. We will let you know what's going on later. Bye-bye. Yeah, this is Captain Tom. Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures. And what we're about to do right now, Miss Linda is holding the camera. This is something I've never seen on another boat anywhere in America. I invented this, man. This is a teeter-totter engine system for this 9.9 Tohatsu right here. This thing, believe it or not, can push this 28,000-pound boat in flat water with no current at about 4 knots. Believe it or not, it really can. When I started out last year on my inaugural trip, trying to head east with just this, I didn't have a new diesel engine down below. We actually did pretty well with this thing. The only problem is it doesn't work very well in waves. What it's going to be used for now, Linda, if you'll turn the camera over here towards the dive ladder. We have a dive ladder which looks like it's cattywampus right here, but when we let the teeter-totter down, we're going to flip it over and everything, and that's how I'm going to get in and out of the water to get down below to change out my cutlass bearing. So the way it works is I've got it lashed to the stern pulpit right here with a safety line. I'm taking that off now. You can see the edges moving around a little bit. But like I say, I've never seen a rig like this on an American boat. They may have stuff like this in Southeast Asia. I don't know, man. But I considered patenting it at one point, but I thought, what's the point? If anybody else sees how I did this, I got a piece of 6-inch aluminum Schedule 40 pipe and bolted it right here, and then put a 2x10 and made a box right here to hold it. And as you'll see here in just about a second, this thing goes up and down right-handedly. I'm going to be sitting down right here and pushing on it, and then that block and tackle will take it. See, now I'm lowering it down. Got to get my foot out of there. It looks pretty crude, but it actually works really, really well. And what we're going to be doing when we're down on the islands, and when it's time to put the outboard engine on the dinghy, I'm just going to get it off the teeter-totter. And now notice Linda's got the thing over here aimed at the dive ladder. And what I'm fixing to do is I'm fixing to lower the dive ladder here in just a sec, so I can get in and out of the water to get underneath the boat to go to the cutlass bearing. So that gets that out of the way. I'm coming up here now, and we're going to untie this little jewel right here. I've got a classic stopper knot on that. That comes out. This is actually a dinghy stair for coming off the side of your boat. And I got it, and the ladder, when it folds down, doesn't go quite far enough. So what we do is we hook it like this. this, and like this, and that gives me enough underwater surface so I can get in and out fairly easily, even for a man of my age bracket. You know, well, if I get this thing hooked up, maybe we should call this Old Men at Sea. I don't know. What do you think, honey?
Yeah.
Old Men at Sea. All right. That goes around. Okay, now my dive ladder's down. And get out of the way there. Got it? Okay. So now the teeter-totter, for you guys out there in YouTube land, teeter-totter is now rigged up. And there's that 9. Hey everybody, it's Captain Tom of Captain Tom Sailing Adventures. Hey baby, we just spent 2 hours underwater, and this is the fruit of our labor down here. There it is. All right. Yes, sirree, Bob. The only casualty we had is we lost the keyway to the prop. That's the only casualty we had. Water temp was about 75, and I was wearing a pair of coveralls. Visibility 6 inches. The hardest part was getting the 2 set screws on the cutlass bearing out of the strut, but we got them, handed them up to Linda, and got the propeller pull. The keyway key fell out into the murk, and the water here is about, I could stand up and touch the, I mean, it was like, I guess the water here couldn't be more than about 8 feet deep, something like that. But we did it, pulling the the cotter pin for the double nut prop locking system to keep the prop locked on. That was difficult because the cotter pin broke off underwater, and in the murk it's just really difficult. But this goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Nobody's wanting to take me through the Brazos River locks, man. So I'm stuck here. And if you're stuck, the only way you can get unstuck is to unstick yourself, guys. And so that's what we're all about here at Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures, man, is radical self-reliability. Radical self-reliance, man. So we did it. And this is going to be a 2-day dive job, it looks like. I haven't even begun to try to get the cutlass bearings out. But after 2 hours in the water, it's getting really cold. Anyway, success so far, man. Hey, baby. Let me tell you, it was hard. We did it. We're halfway there. Captain Tom, see you next time. Bye. Good morning, everybody. This is Captain Tom from Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures. Now I want to show you guys something that is truly beautiful this morning. I'm going to show you something that will make your heart sing for joy. This is the propeller, baby. This is what they look like when they get cleaned up, man. Wow. This is a Michigan Propeller 1614 right here. I looked it up on the internet yesterday. I was thinking about getting a 3-bladed prop. Not anymore, I'm not. This thing costs $800. I think I'll use the one I've got. It was pure hell getting this thing off underwater, man. 6-inch visibility. And I had a broken cotter pin, so I had to get Miss Linda gave me a butter knife, and I had to bend up the remaining part of the cotter pin, straighten it up, and then tap it out with a tap hammer. So I had about a 1/2 inch I could grab with the lock grips, and then finally got the cotter pin out, and the 2 set nuts were no sweat, no problem. But I lost the keyway. You look right there in the propeller, you can see that slot. That's the key. I lost the key into the slime underneath the boat. Gone forever. So we went into Matagorda, and they actually have Matagorda Mercantile, which is a really good little store down here in Matagorda, Texas. Had a great guy that actually went to Texas A&M like I did, and he helped us out, and for just a few bucks we got everything we needed. New set screws, new cotter pins. What else we get, Linda? Oh, we got that
Keyways.
same. Yeah, we got keyways, all that for under 25 bucks, man. So that was a great deal. Today we used the tool that I built to get the
Cutlass bearing.
the cutlass bearing. Yeah, we're gonna pull the cutlass bearing. That's like it's like we're reinventing the wheel on all this stuff, man. But we're doing really well so far. Really thrilled, and even if we can't get the cutlass bearing, we save 2 or 3 hours of work in a shipyard, and at $150 an hour, we're making money anyway. So, Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures, baby. But I'm stoked, man. It's 7 o'clock in the morning Wednesday. Today's May 1st, and I'm a happy camper so far. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you a little later. Bye-bye. Good morning, everybody. Captain Tom here with Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures, and have we got an adventure to tell you about today. It's Thursday, May the 2nd. We're down in Matagorda, Texas at Matagorda Harbor. It's a wonderful marina. So yesterday, Miss Linda and I showed you the propeller and everything, and we were getting ready to have a great day diving and replacing this thing right here. This is the cutlass bearing right here, okay? All right. So I had this really bright idea. I thought, well, you know what I could do is I could put it in the freezer of the refrigerator, so to shrink it down a little bit, so the strut down below, which has got a really tight fit on it, it'll shrink this thing up about 1/1000th of an inch, and when we stick it on down there after we use our special pulling tool, we can just put it right in, okay? All right. So we stuck it in the fridge. Okay, so I go topside and I get all my dive gear and my coveralls, and Miss Linda's getting ready to help me be topside crew. And so I was looking around and I said, "Hey, Linda, what happened to the cutlass bearing? You see the cutlass bearing?" She goes, "No." And I said, "Oh no, what happened to it?" And she goes, "I have no idea." And I went, "Oh my God, you got to be kidding me!" So I got the test shaft, which is right over here, and I had the collets for the job on the test shaft here. This is the model shaft we use to bring up all of our equipment we're building for this thing. So I looked at it, and the collets were still fastened on it. So I thought, oh my God, I'd left the cutlass bearing on the practice shaft, and I must have flipped it like that, and I threw the damn thing over the side. And I thought, oh my God, this water's zero fizz. It's 8 feet deep here. And I went to the harbor master and I asked him if I could borrow a dive light, because he does diving here a lot too. And so I got a dive light, and we got the compressor going, the hookah, and I went down below, searching around in the murk. It's jet black. It's as black as night down there right off the bottom here in Matagorda Harbor, because there's a river over here, Colorado River. So after half an hour, I gave up, Came back up, oh my God, it was just the end of the world.
I forgot about us tearing the cabin apart.
Oh yeah.
Repeatedly.
Yeah, Linda and I tore this place to shreds, man. I mean, we looked everywhere. So we finally gave up, and I said, well, let's see if we can find one in stock over in Kemah, which is by Houston, which is an hour and a half from here. So we get located Blackburn Marine, and I got hold of a really nice sales rep at Blackburn's, and she said, oh yeah, Captain Tom, we have it in stock. I said, how much is it? She said, $115. And I said, I want 2 of them. So she said, okay, I'll put them in will call. So we get, I'm just really sick, man, because it's going to be $50 worth of gasoline to go over there, too. All right, so we get in the car, and we're driving towards Bay City, which is the next big town where you turn right on Highway 35 to go to the Houston area. And I said to Linda, Linda, it's in the refrigerator. And she goes, oh my God, it is. So, oh my God. So we're sitting there going, I'm going, oh my God, I can't believe I did this, And I thought, well, maybe this is what Alzheimer's is all about, man. I don't know. I am getting old, Oh my God. Anyway, so we went on into Bay City. We bought a pizza to make ourselves feel better. And we ate it on the way back, and took a nap. And then it went down for a second dive for the day, and got everything tightened up. And we have a whole list of things we can do today, but we saved hundreds of dollars and 5 hours of driving yesterday by finally figuring out what the hell we've done with the thing. The moral of this story is, yeah, man, if you want to make your cutlass bearing smaller, you can sure do it, but don't forget where you put the thing. Oh my God. Anyway, hey, this is Captain Thomas Sailing Adventures, baby, and this was a real day and a fun day, but it wasn't a real fun day. Okay, we'll see y'all next time. Bye. Well, good morning, everybody. This is Captain Tom of Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures. It's Friday, the 3rd of May, and it's about 4:30 in the morning. Last night I had a really tough night. I did 3 dives yesterday to no avail on our cutlass bearing. What seems to be happening here is, if I can get Miss Linda to reach over here and hold on to the Steadicam for just a sec. We're up at 4:30 in the morning here in Matagorda, Texas, and I'm going to show you people what's happened. This right here is the mystical cutlass bearing that we lost in the refrigerator, okay? This is a practice shaft. The way cutlass bearings work is you've got it around your shaft up inside of something called a strut, and my hand is the strut, okay? Well, what we did is we rigged up a tool which has a couple of things called collets which go onto the shaft, and they push the old cutlass bearing out like I'm doing right now. Well, as it's turned out, the old cutlass bearing is so corroded, it has completely annealed itself. That means kind of like glue. It's glued itself to the strut up inside. The collets, I've got 400 pounds of tension, pressure on it like that, pushing those collets into it. They crammed into it, and that cutlass bearing is not coming out, folks. So that's the end of the road for us here in Matagorda. We've been down here for 5 days. I've done 8 dives in 5 days concerning this little gizmo right here on this boat. And now we have to wait on the Brazos River to go down so that we can get the boat hauled to the shipyard over in Freeport when the Brazos River comes down, so we can get the boat out on the hard. And this is the cutlass bearing is literally going to have to be cut out with a sawzall up inside the strut after I pull the shaft, which means I'm going to have to drop the rudder. It's a nightmare, guys, for something so low tech as this right here. This is causing a lot of headaches. Miss Linda's not real happy about it either, but she's also grateful as heck to be getting the hell out of Dodge. We like Matagorda, but it's time to get out of here. We've done everything we can do. So that's this adventure. So what can we tell you, man? It's always an adventure here at Captain Thomas Sailing Adventures. And now we go on for the next chapter. I'm going to be editing a bunch of film, and we're going to put up the second and third, or the third and fourth vignette of Captain Tom's Sailing Adventures in the next week or so. So we'll see you next time. Hey, this is sailing, man. This is what happens. Captain Tom, we'll see you a little bit later. Bye-bye.